Hello, my name is Jenna Klein, and I am currently enrolled in the online internet marketing program to get my master's degree. My turning point story happened after graduating with my bachelor's in elementary education. I worked in different schools in the area. After discussing with my husband one night, I told him that I wasn't happy with my job. I didn't feel as though it was right for me. I felt like I was missing something, and I had a desire in my heart of urgency to do something more. I mentioned that I didn't want to have a Monday through Friday 9 to 5. I wanted to have a more flexible and spontaneous schedule, something where I can work from home, branch out and network with people from around the world, and build a business from the ground up. He asked me if, in a perfect world, what would my dream job be? That's when I realized that I've always wanted to have my own boutique, a store that I could handpick all of my merchandise, make executive decisions about employees and management, and promote a brand online all around the world. The main strategy that I related towards my turning point story was the very first one, called Return to Your Origins. I learned many things. The first is that your true vocation and what you are meant to do comes from something deep within you. It isn't something that can be learned or taught because it is different for every individual. There's a specific quote that stuck out the most to me. It says, quote, "You have nothing to create. You merely need to dig and refine what has been buried inside of you all along." This reminded me of a time in my childhood when I had transformed my room into what was my idea of my very own store. I ran stores ranging from grocery stores, hotels, to even a Blockbuster a few times. It was something in my imagination that always had the desire to create my very own business. I would have my parents, siblings, and even friends come in and pick out items that they wanted to buy from my store. Then I would make them come to my cash register, which at the time was made out of plastic. I would check them out for their items, which all had a set price, of course, and leave them with a receipt for their purchase. This is why I feel that owning a business and becoming a businesswoman is truly returning to my origins. This is something I have always had a deep desire for, and it wasn't until recently that I realized this. The second thing that I learned was from the section Occupy the Perfect Niche. I learned that in many situations, people have the desire to combine several different areas to create their ideal field of work. In the third section, Avoiding the False Path, the main thing that I learned from this section was that a lot of people pursue jobs for the wrong reasons, such as money, fame, or family expectations. The fourth section, Let Go of the Past, there was another quote that was powerful to me. The quote was, "Change is inevitable, particularly in such revolutionary moment as ours." This meant a lot to me, seeing as though I'm making the decision to completely change my career path around. And the fifth section, Find Your Way Back, the life or death strategy. I learned that you shouldn't choose a career chasing money, but instead chase what you love, and in turn, the money will come for that reason. Two personal goals that I can complete in the next 3 weeks would be 1. Research. Search criteria involved with opening a boutique, as well as the procedures in starting an online website. The second goal would be making connections. I can do this by reaching out to classmates to share their thoughts and ideas about my goals and ask for feedback, advice, and comments.